The Berlin Open was supposed to be about battles. About Alexandra Eala's first-round war against Donna Vekic. About the rankings. About Wimbledon seeding. About the grass court season. But then something happened that nobody expected. A walkover. Not a victory. Not a defeat. Something else entirely. Something that has left the tennis world stunned. Alexandra Eala has advanced to the next round of the Berlin Open without hitting a single ball. The tennis world is stunned. The fans are confused. And the question on everyone's mind is simple: what happened? And more importantly, what does this mean for Eala's Wimbledon dream, Berlin, Germany? June 2026. The Rot-Weiss Tennis Club. Alexandra Eala arrives in Germany expecting a fight. Not just on the court, but for a spot in the main draw. She was originally listed in the qualifiers of the WTA 500 Berlin Open. The tournament is stacked. 6 of the top 10 players in the world are competing, including world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka and world number 2 Elena Rybakina. Eala, ranked number 35 in the world, was supposed to grind through qualifying just to reach the main draw. But then, something unexpected happened. Player withdrawals. Mirra Andreeva, fresh off her French Open triumph, withdrew to focus on Wimbledon preparation. Belinda Bencic pulled out with an ankle injury. Victoria Mboko suffered a knee injury. Amanda Anisimova withdrew due to back spasms just before the tournament began. Jasmine Paolini and Sorana Cîrstea were also replaced on the entry list. The withdrawals opened up spots in the main draw. And Eala was the beneficiary. Tournament organizers announced that Eala had received a wildcard entry into the main draw. The news spread quickly through the Filipino community. Social media exploded. Fans celebrated. A wildcard at a WTA 500 event is not just a courtesy. It is a recognition of talent. It is a statement that the tournament believes you belong among the best. For Eala, who had just won the Birmingham Open and reached the round of 16 at Queen's Club, the wildcard was validation. For the Filipino fans, it was proof that the world was finally taking notice. But the wildcard came with a price. The main draw is unforgiving. There is no room for error. And Eala's first-round opponent was set to be Donna Vekic of Croatia. The woman Filipino fans have lovingly nicknamed Tita Donna. The 29-year-old veteran, who just won the Queen's Club Championships in London, as a lucky loser. The 2024 Wimbledon semi-finalist. The Olympic silver medalist. The match between Eala and Vekic was scheduled. The fans were ready. The cameras were rolling. The Steffi Graf Stadion was prepared for a battle. And then, the news came. A walkover. Eala had advanced to the next round without playing a single point. The tennis world was stunned. How could a walkover happen in a WTA 500 event? The answer lay in the chaos of the tournament draw. Amanda Anisimova had withdrawn from the tournament on Sunday, June 14, just before the tournament began, due to back spasms. The late exit reshaped the entire draw. Coco Gauff was promoted to a seeded first round bye. Diana Shnaider moved into a seeded spot. And a lucky loser or alternate was upgraded into the main draw. The withdrawals had a ripple effect. Vekic's availability was already uncertain because she was still playing at Queen's Club. Her final had been played on the same weekend. The question was whether she would even make it to Berlin in time for her first-round match. The uncertainty hung over the tournament like a cloud. And then, the confirmation came. The match would not happen. Eala had received a walkover. She was advancing to the round of 16 without hitting a single ball. Fans were left speechless. Some celebrated. A free pass to the next round. That was a gift. Others were confused. How could a player advance without playing? A few even questioned whether the walkover was fair. But the rules were clear. When a player withdraws or cannot compete, their opponent advances. It is as simple as that. The Filipino fans, however, were not complaining. Eala had just been handed a golden opportunity. She would now face Emma Raducanu, the world number 2, in the round of 16. A massive challenge. But also a massive opportunity. A chance to prove that she belongs among the best. The walkover meant that the much-anticipated battle between Eala and Vekic would never happen. And that was a loss for the fans. Because this was a rivalry that had produced some of the most entertaining matches of the season. Eala and Vekic had met twice before. Both times, Eala had emerged victorious. The first meeting was at the ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand, on January 6, 2026. It was a grueling 3-set battle. Vekic won the first set, 4-6, and looked in control. But Eala refused to quit. She fought back, winning the second set 6-4 and the third set 6-4. It was a gritty, hard-fought victory that showed Eala's mental toughness. The second meeting was just over a week later, at the Kooyong Classic exhibition in Melbourne. This time, Eala was more dominant. She won in straight sets, 6-3, 6-4. 2 matches. 2 victories. Eala had Vekic's number. Vekic, to her credit, took the losses with grace. She told the press, "I've played her 2 times, I lost 2 times. But she seems like a really sweet girl." She also joked about the Filipino fans. "I told them maybe you'll adopt me. And I definitely feel that you have." The rivalry was built on mutual respect. Vekic was not just an opponent. She was a friend. An honorary Filipina. The fans had given her the nickname, Tita Donna, because of her warmth and genuine affection for the Philippines. So when the walkover was announced, there was no celebration. Just silence. The match that everyone had been waiting for would not happen. The walkover has major implications for Eala's Wimbledon campaign. She is currently ranked number 35 in the world. The Wimbledon seeding cutoff is June 22. The top 32 players receive a seed, which gives them a protected placement in the draw, avoiding the top seeds until at least the third round. Eala is on the bubble. She needs to stay in the top 32. The walkover helps her because she advances to the round of 16 without having to play. But the challenge is not over. She faces Emma Raducanu, the world number 2, in the round of 16. If she beats Raducanu, she will earn valuable ranking points that could secure her seeding. If she loses, her ranking could still be enough to secure a seed, depending on other results. But a win would give her a cushion. As one report noted, Eala is already projected to rise 2 places in the WTA rankings ahead of the Berlin Open, making her the 31st highest-ranked player heading into Wimbledon. But she still needs a strong run. If Eala were to qualify as a seeded player for Wimbledon, it would represent the Filipinas' first major event as a seed. The stakes could not be higher. A seed at Wimbledon would be transformative for Eala's career. It would give her a protected placement in the draw. It would increase her chances of a deep run. And it would send a message to the tennis world: Alexandra Eala is here to stay. The walkover is behind her. The celebration is over. Now, it is time for the real challenge. Emma Raducanu, the world number 2. The 2022 Wimbledon champion. The 2023 Australian Open finalist. One of the most powerful ball strikers in women's tennis. Eala and Raducanu have met once before. It was at the Italian Open in Rome on May 10, 2026. Raducanu won that match, 6-4, 6-3. It was Eala's first time facing a top 2 player on clay, and she learned valuable lessons. She learned that she could hang with the best. She learned that her lefty spin could trouble even the most elite players. But she also learned that Raducanu is a machine. Consistent. Powerful. Relentless. The match against Raducanu will be a test of everything Eala has learned on grass. She won the Birmingham Open, her first grass court title. She has beaten red-hot Donna Vekic in the first round. She is learning the surface. And she is getting better with every match. The tennis world is watching. The Filipino fans are praying. And Alexandra Eala is ready. The walkover may have been a surprise. But the opportunity that it created is real. A chance to beat the world number 2. A chance to secure a Wimbledon seed. A chance to prove that she belongs among the best. The tennis world is stunned. Not by the walkover, but by the opportunity it has created. And by the resilience of a young woman who refuses to let a gift go to waste.